The final 4 weeks of the It's Jake Elliott, ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from the link. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steeler offense ready to take the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
I think when you go back and watch the film for last week, Mike, he played fairly well for the most part. Now, are there some things to clean up? Absolutely. Some of his footwork, both inside and outside the pocket, still has a long way to go. The occasional errant throw or just thinking, hey, I've got a big arm, I'm going to fit this ball in the window. Some of that stuff needs to get cleaned up, but overall, not bad. But what matters the most in wins and losses, and he just wasn't the difference maker his team needed when they needed him the most.
And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27. Here's 3rd and 7. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's very close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his 2nd season in the NFL.
Well, the nice thing about the NFL, Mike, is there's always next week. If you're coming off a good game, you got to put it to bed and come back and play well again. But in this case, things could not have gone much worse for this guy last week in that performance. So this game couldn't come fast enough. He said he had a great week of practice. He was able to put that behind him mentally and physically, and they're going to need him to play a lot better if they're going to come away today with a win.
They motion the slot man left. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Man in motion is Brown. On 2nd down, a run with Johnson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw on the run is complete. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. Man in motion is Brown. Quick throw, taken in, and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. That's going to be caught by the rookie from Colorado. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal. Now, this looks like a design run. And he'll get about halfway there. That's a gain of 2. Down to the 2.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. So, instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are out to an early 3-0 lead. So 3-0 our score, and we are set for the dynamic kickoff. Austin now to return this. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. That is intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Austin now to return this. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Steelers offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the ground, here comes Patterson. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On the carry, it's Patterson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On play action, he'll set up to throw. A gain there of 10 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down. He'll drop to throw. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Patterson. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. He will have a Steelers 1st down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. With that, I want to give you a look here at the receiving numbers for him from the game a week ago. Austin brought in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. Now we get whistles. Time has run out. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Out of the gun. He'll throw. This is caught at the 2. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run this one in. And he will dive into the end zone for Darrell Patterson. Touchdown, Steelers. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. He's right there in contention for the most receiving yards by a wideout this year, currently ranked 2nd in the NFL. They'll begin with a zone read. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short. They send him right out of the slot. The defense all over the little quick pass attempt, and they run him down for no gain on that one. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. And he needs to get to the 35. I don't think he got there. The defense thinks he's short, and he is. It'll bring up 4th down.
That's really well done defensively, Mike. The key to these situations is you got to engage with the blocker, bottle it up, but then you have to get off the block, find the ball, bring them down. That's exactly what they do. No gain, 4th down.
Taken at the 19. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
On 2nd down, they run the counter. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And he will score. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Makes the score Steelers 14, Eagles 10.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
A pass taken in by Johnson. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. This one fielded out beyond the 25. The Steelers offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
This one grabbed by Austin. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. He'll try the right side this time. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to get this one on the ground. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the 1st down.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
They'll throw out of the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. This one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He keeps it himself. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
To the air now on 1st and 10. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. Here comes 3rd and 6. Slot man in motion left. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. He'll get this complete. That's Anthony Schwartz. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Taking off. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
Now they'll set up to throw. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it'll be second down.
A 52-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles are back within a point. It's 14-13.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Jaden Daniels leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been
Certainly
as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams
more
in it
of that here
to
in the
win
second
it.
half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And that's going to be intercepted by Darius Slay. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Metcalf left side. He's got it. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a critical flag. Roughing the passer. It sets up 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. Trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. They'll look to throw. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. He gains nothing.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board? Because I...
Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. That one is good. And the Steelers will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. 3rd and long. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught by Dillon. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change. And now whistles as the challenge flag is out, and this last play will be reviewed. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that challenge, a successful one. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 36-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw. This one complete to Washington. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. He finds Austin with the grab. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. For Darrell Patterson. Touchdown, Steelers. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Eagles 13.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And out of bounds he goes, just shy of midfield. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll throw out of the gun. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. That one incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and short of the sticks, and at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Man in motion is Brown. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to lead to fourth down. Three for three in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles are able to get it back within a score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
He'll try and get there on the ground. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. A handoff as they try to run it here. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the count. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps draw even in this one.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The home team's offense ready to take over once more. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense, and it's almost becoming to the point where you don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. It's second down. That's caught left side by Goddard. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Philadelphia. And in motion is Brown. Straight ahead, they go with Dillard. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. He's going to tuck it and go. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Not much. Second and long coming up. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. So Goddard, the tight end, comes in motion. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Big play coming up. This is third down. He'll try to run. He is in. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a two-part story? Part one taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this two-point conversion here to tie it up.
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. On the return, here comes Cordarrelle Patterson. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. Finding Metcalf quickly on the RPO. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Look wide, get this one complete. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. but it will keep the drive going. They'll run here with Patterson. And his momentum completely stopped there. Picked up, thrown down for a loss.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now they'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. He's going to look for the home run ball.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. What a time for a pick six for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick six.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick six them, and you're able to extend that lead.
On for the extra point is Boswell. He's got it. And the Steelers will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9.
Eagles 22.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Right back to the air following that pick six. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's going to keep it himself. A gain there of 24 yards. Good for an Eagles first down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Slot receiver headed right. He'll drop to throw. To the outside, catch made by Brown.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Steelers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Patterson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. This one grabbed by Austin. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
To Calvin Austin. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
On the ground, here comes Patterson. And he'll get this across midfield as it's brought down following a pickup of 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Dillard. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Here's 2nd down. He'll let this go for Goddard. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. So here comes 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.